Hey everyone, Chef Doreen Fong here from Savor. All right, today I'm going to make something that's so simple, easy, and delicious that everyone can make at home: fried rice. So what do you really need? Well, whatever's inside your fridge is really what you can use. You don't have to do anything special, and that's the beauty of fried rice. But today I'm actually going to make you a meat lover's fried rice. So I've got lapchang, okay, Chinese sausage. I have leftover kalbi, of course using my Aloha Shoyu kalbi marinade, and I also have chashu. So I wanted this to have different flavors, and actually the lapchang is a spicy one. So sweet, spicy, salty. This is going to be so delicious. You know, I love heat, so I'm actually adding some red peppers to this. I've got garlic, onions, my favorite thing. Of course, we're going to finish it off with some green onions, and my beloved over easy eggs are going to go on top as well. All right, so day old rice. Make it cold. It's easier to cook when you're making it. And the most important part is when I'm doing my sauce, I just use my spicy DaYaki sauce. This is so simple, so easy. This is one of my favorite go-to sauces from Aloha Shoyu. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna first go ahead and add a little bit of oil in there. Not a lot, okay. We're gonna get this oil going. And I actually have the burner on high, all right? And I can actually add a little bit more oil. Don't be afraid, but you are gonna get some of this fat coming in from your sausage too, okay? But I just want those onions and garlic to get going. I really start with the onions first because I don't want the garlic to burn, and I think a lot of you guys already know that. And sometimes I've also, here I've actually minced the garlic, but I actually like slicing them too. So if you like big slices of garlic inside, that's really tasty. All right. I love it when I hear the sizzle. I like a lot of onion, so let's just put it all. Whatever onion you have, I used a white onion, but if you have a yellow onion, whatever your preference, that is fine too. I like using black pepper and ichimi pepper also for seasoning. Because I'm also using my sauces, I really don't need to use salt, but if you want extra, you feel like it needs more, a little bit of Aloha Shoyu in there, but I think the DaYaki sauce is going to really cover that for you, okay? All right, so you get those onions going. Love that. And you don't need your onions to be soft. Like, I like there to be a little bit of, you know, bite to it, not too soft. So this is already going, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic now. Again, as much garlic as you like. I just love the flavors, okay? All right, get that going. And I do this very quickly. I'm not going to let the garlic sit too long because I still want my onions to have that little bite to it. A little bit of red pepper. Shoot, I'm just putting it all in there. So that one, depending how spicy you like it, you add as much as you want. Now the reason why I'm adding the peppers to this mixture is because I want the heat to come out, okay? So this is gonna give you some extra spice. Now obviously if you're not a spicy person, don't add any of the peppers, and I would just use the regular DaYaki sauce. You don't need the spicy DaYaki sauce. All right, so everything is smelling amazing. I wish that you guys can smell this right now. All right, so I am now gonna put in all my meats. This is gonna be so good. And I just, you know, hello, meat lovers pizza. Why not meat lovers fried rice? Have you guys had that before? I don't know. I haven't, so I'm just making this my own. Now, I had picked up some of the chashu already ready at the market, and I had it for another meal, but since it was in the fridge, I thought this would be perfect. Oh my God, this is like meat heaven right here. This smells amazing. And this is why I kind of wanted all of these different meats in here, okay? Because it's really gonna just give a different taste for everything. All right, now that that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and add my rice. Let's see. I've got a lot of meat in here, so I'm gonna make sure that I have plenty of rice too. Really, honestly, it's just gonna take all of it. All right, this looks so good and it smells incredible. All right, so I've added in the rice and I'm just gonna combine that with all the meat and the onions. This looks incredible. I really try to break down a lot of this rice first, so the clumps of rice, because when I add in my sauce, I wanna make sure that sauce is touching every little grain of rice. So this looks incredible. And again, when you're making this, make it as salty or not salty, however you like it. You know, and that's the beauty of cooking, and that's actually the beauty of fried rice. Literally any ingredient that you want to add to this, make it your own, okay? Very simple. And this is one of my all-time favorite comfort dishes, honestly. Because it's so simple and it's so delicious, and you just use whatever you have. So I don't add too much sauce in the beginning, just because I want to make sure everything is covered. If I see that there's some white spots that need some more, I'll then add a little bit more. And again, like cooking, you don't have to measure everything, okay? Just taste it afterwards to see if it has the right level of flavor for you. Add more if you need more, and you're good to go. Ugh. I love it when it gets that little bit of sear on the bottom. Some of you guys like that when it's kind of crispy. All right. I'm gonna taste it. Hot. So good. You know, I get a little bit of sweetness, spiciness. This is so delicious. I'm gonna add some green onions in. I love a lot. So I always put some inside, and later on I'll top it off with more. I know a lot of people don't like onions, but this absolutely makes the dish. And look at how pretty that looks. This is gorgeous. And of course, I am going to end it with a fried egg on top. I don't know about you guys, but a regular egg, the yolk is usually, one yolk is too small for me. So you can either get some jumbo eggs, or I prefer to do two eggs. All right, that is the fried rice. Now that the rice is done, I am going to go ahead and plate this up. Of course, I'm using my Aloha Shoyu bowl. Oh my God, this is a bowl of fried rice right here. Let me tell you. This looks incredible. It's studded with all the different meats, and it has the beautiful peppers. You guys are gonna die when you try this. All right, I'm gonna set that aside, and we're now gonna make our eggs. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the egg now. I think I'm gonna make two, because that is a lot of rice in there. Now, when I cook my eggs over easy, I don't use high heat. I use kind of a medium heat. I actually like to use a lot of butter sometimes, but right now in this situation, we don't need the butter. So I'm just using a little bit of oil, a plain oil, canola, vegetable oil, that's fine too. Nothing with a lot of flavor. I think you guys all are aware of that. All right, let's get our eggs. There's so much flavor going on here, but I still add just a touch of seasoning on my eggs, just so that it is not bland, okay? Look at these jumbo eggs. Those are massive. Wow, I don't usually get eggs this big. Some large huevos. All right. Oh, it's not hot enough, kind of. All right, get your eggs in. For those of you, I love my eggs over easy. I don't necessarily like them sunny side up. I think I used to eat them, but I like to make sure that the white is cooked all the way. But do whatever you like, guys. There's no right or wrong in this, okay? Always eat it however you want. I'm just gonna add a touch of salt. So I'm gonna share a quick story. When I was a kid, I was probably 4 or 5 when I started cooking. But my mom used to always make eggs for me all the time, and they were egg over hard, and I hated it. Like, I hated it. And that's kind of what made me start cooking eggs over easy by myself as a really young child. So, for those parents out there who are afraid that their kids might get burned, just show them, teach them. And hopefully no oil pops on me right now as I'm cooking this, because that happens sometimes. But that is a big reason why I started cooking, is because I wanted things a certain way. And I love my mom, and she was a great cook, but I just hate hard eggs. I don't know why. I need it to be nice and soft. All right. A lot of you guys always ask about this too. I have a tendency to flip my eggs. So how do I do it too? I make sure it's not sticking on the bottom. These are jumbo eggs, so I'm not used to really huge eggs like this. So we're just gonna go for it, okay? Usually I do this over the sink because there's oil involved. But today we're just gonna do it right here on the stove. Just like that. Really smooth, really easy. Okay, wait a second. You want the white and the yolk to kind of cook a little bit more before you try to loosen it, okay? So then I just gently shake it, and then you can see whether it's still sticking, and you can see that little area, but it's about to come loose. And that's it. Eggs over easy. And we're gonna put this onto our rice. Oh, sadness. I see something happen, but that's okay. All right, it's all done for me. I love topping it off with some fresh green onions. I like a lot, so I'm gonna put a ton. And it can never be too spicy, so I just finish it off with a little bit of ichimi pepper. And this is so pretty. I love it, and I hope you guys love it too.